The following is a fan-made project. All My Little Pony programs, comic books, and related merchandise are owned by Hasbro Incorporated and its affiliates. Please support the official release.
Looks like Maud rocked us. Like a hurricane. Okay, let's get the obvious problem out of the way. Why did they have to make a completely new character for this episode? Pinkie already had two pre-established sisters, neither of which have an established personality. Sure, fans have speculated that Octavia is one of Pinkie's sisters, but that still leaves another sister with no known personality traits. We don't even know what her cutie mark is. There was no reason to pull Maud out of nowhere. End of story. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, this is also an episode featuring a completely new writer. Unlike Sonneborn, Noelle Benvenuti, whatever, she has no credit to her name. As far as I know, this is her first shot at writing. So how does she do? Well, let's find out. The episode begins with Pinkie Pie telling her friends about how she and Maud, voiced by Ingrid Nilsson, were bestest friends as fillies. Wow, the similarities between her and Shining Armor are really piling up, aren't they? She's excited to get her friends involved in a friendship ritual she and her big sis take part in, exchanging rock candy necklaces. Of course, it's quite obvious that Maud is going to have a completely different personality to Pinkie Pie.
This would be an example of irony, a literary device employing the incongruity between what might be expected and what actually occurs.
Oh, good lord, look at that hat. Friendship is Witchcraft is going to have a field day with that. You know, if they ever release another episode.
This here's Winona. That's Owlicious, Tank, Opal, and Angel. Pinkie Pie told us you have a pet, too.
He's in my pocket.
Is it a naked mole rat? Please tell me it's a naked mole rat.
It's a rock.
Oh my, so many references, so little time. I mean, I could go with the obvious.
Tell me why I need another pet rock.
The classic.
I got a rock.
Or the popular. Ooh, why not do all three? Rock puns for everybody! Now, if Maud Pie just managed to bore you to tears, well, too bad! The next 6 scenes are more of the same. Pinkie's friends try to bond with Maud, but Maud's dull nature gets in the way. Add in an awkward pause, lather, rinse, and frickin' repeat. We don't even learn anything new about Maud. The scenes just further cement what we already know about her. She's into rocks and exceedingly dull. Before anyone tells me that's the point, that doesn't make it okay. You succeed in making a boring character. All you do is bore the audience. I'm gonna save you 6 boring, unfunny minutes and skip to the end. Pinkie's friends realize that they can't really see Maud as a friend with how hard it's been to bond with her and tell Pinkie Pie that they can't make the rock candy necklaces. Pinkie, in a last-ditch effort to get her friends to bond with her sister, makes an absurd obstacle course. Oh my goodness, a large boulder hanging precariously on the tip-top of a rock pile. I wonder what is going to happen. What a surprise. So Maud springs into action and saves Pinkie Pie by grinding the rock into dust. Well, we finally learned something about Maud. Don't ever get on her bad side. Pinkie's friends realize that they are connected to Maud via their love for Pinkie Pie and exchange rock candy necklaces. We also get this genuinely sweet moment.
Are those all the necklaces Pinkie Pie sent you?
Mm-hmm. I don't really like candy. But I do love Pinkie Pie.
Aww. As you can probably guess, the lead weight around this episode's neck is Maud herself. She is exceedingly dull and has no personality. There's a difference between making a monotone character and making a bland character. Maud is the latter. I can't help but think this would have been better if they used Octavia instead. She's a fan favorite that many speculate is one of Pinky's sisters, and the Phantom personality has far more depth than Maude. The bonding difficulties could have been more complex, or at least some of them could have been. Because they were all based on how dull Maude is, she just comes off as annoying. To this episode's credit, all the other characters are spot on. I think the writer may have picked a bad first story to try. She might have been better off trying to tell a story about the main six. So, I'm going to give this episode a 2 out of 5. Here's hoping that her next outing as a writer turns out much better.
Sister, I got my own mind. I do my own style in my own time. And now everybody sees how different we have come to be.
Here's Winona.
Zoo!